Right, so let's start. I have my shrimp, and I think for you all, you should have the feature on your phone where you can remove the comments so you can see exactly what I'm doing if the comments are in your way, right? But I'm going to tilt down so you all can see. Right, so I have my shrimp. I'm not going to be reading any comments right now because I'm going to be looking at what I'm doing, but when I'm finished I'll answer any questions that you guys have. So shrimp, I'm using shrimp today. You can use chicken, you can even use tofu or pork for this recipe. So to my shrimp, we're going to start seasoning the shrimp. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and we're going to go in with some Chinese seasoning salt. Because we want to season the shrimp really well. I'm also going in with some citrus herb seasoning. I love this seasoning, and it pairs really well with seafood. And I'm going to add in some lemon pepper. Happy Easter, everyone. Right, to that I want to make it a little smoky, and it's actually BBQ Shrimp Wallap. I know I said Shrimp Wallap, so for extra smokiness we're going to go in with some smoked paprika. Let's add in a little bit of this garlic ginger soy. Make sure you shake it really well when you're using it. And some sesame oil. And toss. Now, preferably, I like to season and let it marinate for overnight if you could. I know it's shrimp, so you really don't want to let it sit too long, but ideally if you were doing this, I would suggest seasoning this about an hour before. So I'm just gonna set this aside, and let's put the wok up. So I'm using a wok. If you don't have a wok, feel free guys to use whatever you have. A big skillet, a big pot, whatever you have you can use. So for this recipe we have the shrimp marinating. As I said, you'll need some cooked French fries. For everyone who is now joining, thank you guys and happy Easter. So some cooked French fries, I prefer the crinkle cut. And you're going to need a delicious barbecue sauce. And I have some aromatics. So I have scallions, we say in Trinidad side, some onions, some sweet peppers sliced. I have ginger and garlic fresh, and hot peppers and pimento peppers chopped. So I'm just gonna wait for the wok to come up to temp, and I'm gonna see if you guys have any questions in the meantime. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's gonna heat up pretty quickly. So when you're doing this, you want your pot or your skillet, whatever you're using, to be nice and hot, because we're going to add that smoky flavor to this dish. So I'm going to add in some oil. I'm using avocado oil here. And I'm going to cook off the shrimp first, and we'll set that aside. And if you're hearing my phone beeping, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna get a bowl to put the shrimp in, because I'm gonna sear it off really quickly to get some color on it, and then I'll set that aside and then we'll continue. One thing I didn't do, I forgot to take the volume off on my phone, so if you guys are hearing beeping, I'm sorry. Wendy, Siwalia, I hope I said that right. Thank you so much to everyone that is sending stars for me. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I just need this to get really hot because I want to give that shrimp some really nice color. Thank you so much. Food Fridays, let's get it. You never had pot stickers. So I actually have had pot stickers. I love pot stickers. I love dim sum. That's a really good one. So now that my oil seems hot, you see how it's smoking? I don't know if you guys can tell. You see that smoke? That's what you want. So I'm gonna add in the shrimp. And just move it around and let it start to get some color. Are you guys seeing? I hope the comments are not in the way. Okay, so we want this to cook and get color, and it smells so amazing. And when I'm finished cooking this, then we'll add in aromatics, but we really want the shrimp to cook properly first. I'm gonna let it get color on one side. And I'm just gonna start flipping the shrimp over. Just want to make sure I cook the shrimp really well. It's smelling so good, guys. You're not cooking again. Guys, you know I try to keep some things from my life personal. Let's just share the cooking, right? Alright, so let me drop my heat. Because it's getting a really beautiful color, but I don't want it to start burning. Now, you know, once it turns pink and it forms that C shape, you know your shrimp is finished. Mistakes happen. I'm just going to remove it and place it in my bowl that I have here. So just set that aside. And these shrimp were really small, so they would cook up pretty quickly. Nice and smoky. Okay, so I still have some grease in there or oil, and what we're going to do is, and it's really smoky, guys, I'm just gonna add in a little more oil, and now we're going to throw in our peppers. Now if you're doing this inside, you want to make sure the kids are outside, because this would make you cough. So if you hear me cough, you know why. In goes the peppers. And I really want to cough. And then goes in your ginger and garlic. Yep. I'm sorry guys, but when you're making this, you're gonna cough. So just let that heat through. You don't want to burn it. And I want to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay guys, that is what happens when you're doing this recipe. You're gonna sneeze from the peppers. So now let's add in our aromatics. So onions, sweet peppers and scallions. I'm gonna season that with a little salt. Toss. And we want this to cook for a little. Now you can cook your veggies as long as you want. So if you want them crisp, don't cook them too much. I would have loved to make this on a gas stove. I'm sorry if I'm coughing. Now I'm going to add the shrimp back. So what is going to happen here is the flavor from the shrimp is going to season your veggies. Okay, now we gotta add in that barbecue sauce. And you can put as little or as much as you want. Wow guys, this is so going to waken up your sinus. And now we have to drop in the fries. Remember the fries, they're pre-cooked and nice and crunchy. And I'm going to top it with some Chinese seasoning salt just to finish the dish, and some sesame oil. I know you're thinking Chinese with barbecue, but this recipe was inspired from South Fork. If you guys know South Fork, super amazing food. Wow. So just toss. And I'm not making garlic sauce today, but garlic sauce goes so well with this. And that's it guys. That's your barbecue shrimp wallap. I wish you guys could smell this, and I wish you guys can taste it